Greetings to you all and welcome to another episode of Damole News. Hope you guys are doing fine and thank you so much for stopping by. So, Atiku Abubakar of the PDP, Peter Obi of the Labour Party and El-Rufai, who has one leg in APC and one leg out, have reportedly begun talks over new political party as they move to Unsit Tinubu comes 2027 presidential election. Alright, I'm going to be giving you guys the full details of this news, but please help us by liking and sharing this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you. So, Atiku Abubakar, the 2023 presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, and Peter Obi, the Labour Party candidate, are reportedly in discussions about forming a new party ahead of 2027 elections. According to sources, the two leaders recently met to deliberate on the possibility of adopting a fresh political platform. So both Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar are scheduled to meet again in Yola, Adamawa State on Saturday, November 30, where Obi will serve as the keynote speaker during a ceremony marking Atiku Abubakar's 78th birthday. The event, taking place at the American University of Nigeria, owned by Atiku, is reportedly intended to demonstrate their continued camaraderie. According to The Sun, their Africa report disclosed that a spokesperson for the duo acknowledged that a potential merger is being considered but declined to share specific details. Since their defeat to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the All Progressive Congress (APC) in 2023, Atiku and Obi have employed avenues for collaboration. The discussions are seen as a response to internal challenges within their respective parties. Meanwhile, the PDP have faced a prolonged crisis, with its current national chairman Umar Damangu be an ally of Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Wike has been a vocal critic of Atiku's presidential bid and supported Tinubu in the last election. Similarly, the Labour Party have struggled with internal discord as Obi's relationship with the party chairman Julius Abure has soured. So the talks between Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi are reportedly advancing, with election preparations set to commence in just over a year. Also, the former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai is also said to be involved in these discussions, signaling the possibility of a significant political realignment. Meanwhile, Segun Sowunmi, a former spokesman for Atiku Abubakar, revealed that he had discussed the possibility of the former PDP presidential candidate running in the 2027 election. Sowunmi, who is a former Ogun State gubernatorial aspirant, however, stated that Atiku has yet to provide a clear response. Segun Sowunmi made this disclosure in Abuja on Monday during the launch of the National Opposition Movement Coalition, a platform dedicated to strengthening opposition politics and promoting credible democratic and electoral processes ahead of the 2027 elections. According to Sowunmi, the decision to contest the presidency should not focus solely on Atiku but rather on individuals with a clear vision for Nigeria's development. So while reflecting on the 2023 elections, Sowunmi recounted his effort to convince former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi to contest for the presidency under the PDP. So according to him, he said, "I traveled across the southeast urging PDP members from the region, including His Excellency Peter Obi. I visited him over 5 times, encouraging him to purchase the nomination form to gauge the Nigerian people's support," he shared. Although Peter Obi eventually joined the Labour Party without informing him, Sowunmi commended the former governor for bringing the Southeast aspiration into national discourse. However, he emphasized that leadership demands more than rhetoric, urging support for candidates based on their ability to deliver tangible results. So, Segun Sowunmi explained that the National Opposition Movement Coalition was born out of the urgent need to safeguard Nigeria's democracy amidst growing concerns about the country's electoral and governance systems. He criticized the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) for failing to uphold election integrity despite improvements in its guidelines and operational manuals. He also expressed concern over the declining credibility of the judiciary, which he described as crucial for maintaining balance and preventing government overreach. Alright, I'm going to let you guys listen to him and I'll be right back to conclude the video.
On Atiku Abubakar, I started speaking into his campaign ideas at about 2017. Before then, he ran his politics around my life. But after 2017, Lulu Obaifo, who I don't even think if that one is still with him, was the one who dragged me, and Amina Jambo. I mentioned both of you with deference and irreverence. So we should try for this party. And since I'm an opposition figure and a PDP man, that is the basis of that whole exercise. The passion, the energy that you saw. By 2023, I clearly was not a spokesperson directly like that, but we enjoy robust relationship and we enjoy very deep understanding of what the struggle, of what he wants to bring to the table. And his cause, if he succeeded in winning the ticket, I hold the view that for you to say that the only time you can be happy is when the ticket of a political party gets to you, then that means you don't understand what leadership and service is. Anybody who wins the ticket in a free fair contest, that is the candidate. But as I see things now, it's getting a little bit tedious. Most people know, and those who don't know, let me tell you now. I know the amount of running around the country I did just to persuade the people of Southeastern extraction in PDP, especially even His Excellency Peter Obi, that look, we're going to destroy this country if we run a country that gives the third leg of our independence struggle the idea that they cannot be president or that there will be a glass ceiling over their head. And in a bid to create a pan-Nigerian politician of them, since I considered Emeka Anyaoku now too old, I went all over Southeast begging people and visited even him, Peter, more than 5 times. But I do know that beyond the pedagogy of language, production to consumption and so talk, nation building is a very serious business. And I'm not saying I will not even back him, but we must back him on the consequence, on an assumption that he can get the job done. There's no point in designing an election contest that is only going to bring frustration. After all, who would have argued that Atiku Abubakar Tinubu, given his pedigree and what he has done, take everything away from him? Would you have expected him to be in the villa and be struggling? So that means that there's something beyond what one individual can say, one individual can promise. And so nobody, Atiku has not even told me he's running. I've asked him 2 times. I'll ask him one more time. If he doesn't give an answer, that's it. But the point I'm making is that it's not about him. Anyone who has the heart to develop Nigeria, anyone who has the stamina for democracy, anyone who can speak to the how would we get it done, the how would we get it done, will back. And if the burden falls on me, then surely I will tell you, I'll come here and announce you that I'm running for president, and let the heavens fall if he wants to fall. So I'm telling you with clarity that it's not about anybody, it's about all of us. Are you happy the way things are? You will look at some locations. The father has misbehaved all over the country. The son will be saying he wants to be senator, he wants to be rep, like you guys are like we are slaves in this country, in a democracy. No. So it's not about any of them, but it's also about all of them. We will all take a decision together. We will look at them. Anybody who does not present himself for the interrogation of the media, you have no right voting for him. A man who promises nothing cannot be held to anything. I'm beginning to see that the political parties as presently structured, they are beginning to appear as a platform of a fait accompli. What do I mean by that? Political parties, let's say the 3 of them that are a little bit, that did well the last time. PDP, APC, and Labour. Can you imagine if they don't clean up their own internal processes? And their internal processes make it difficult for beautiful people of ideas like myself and yourself to be able to aspire. Can you imagine if in a crooked manner they only throw us the worst of us, and then we get to the vote day, there's no independent candidacy, and then the citizens of Nigeria will have to choose between 2 fingers of a leprosy hand? That doesn't make sense. So what this platform is meant to do is that we will engage the country. We will engage the citizens. Those who say they want to be president or whatever, we will engage them together. And hopefully we will together take a decision that all things considered, this is the best man now. And it will not matter what party we belong to. We will then all go out and tell our people they will not use the political party to frustrate the vision and the dream of this nation for greatness, that this is the way. That's why we called it the alternative. So that at every point in time, via the town hall meetings, via the conversations, via the polling, via the energy that we see that they are bringing to the table, via the issues they are discussing and the how. It's not enough for people to be using buzzwords. We have gotten to a point now where we must even be interrogating, how do they even want to do it? Are we going to accept the status quo where political parties will just do things that are against common sense, and then we'll all be stuck or forced to just be complaining and murmuring? No, we won't do that. And if it means we have to find another political party and tell all Nigerians that all things considered, this is where we think the way is, then that will be it. Because I tell you again, it has always been my axiom, the Nigerian nation is greater than any political party. If the party of Obafemi Awolowo or UPN can die, if the PRP of Aminu Kano can die, if the GNPP of Waziri Ibrahim can die, who are these people that are telling us about their party? So that's that. To sustain it, if any one of us gets to go and contest election and all that, we find somebody else, we hand over the baton and he takes over. And then he will be the lead, he will be the child, he will be the conscience, and he will be the one stimulating the Nigerian society. But we cannot not do nothing. We cannot have a nation in democracy that instead of even collaborating to build a platform that can accommodate all persons, we are excluding people, we are creating division, we are talking in the most annoying manner to be irritating ourselves, we are even almost inching our country. The march has begun. Gentlemen of the press, the march has begun. We are extending our hands of partnership and collaboration to all Nigerians who wonder if this is the best we can be, who wonder if nothing good is going to come out of this democracy, who wonder where do we go from here, and who are desirous. Gentlemen of the press, you can't be disturbing us with your side talk. Desirous of a vibrant opposition, as well as a transparent, credible democratic electoral process. We shall christen the movement the alternative. Why are we calling it the alternative? Because it is not exactly a platform to just see no good, hear no good, desire no good in our country. And it is to take into cognizance that those in government today are not the enemy. Sometimes it is an exchange of alternative viewpoints on policy and program that we may save our democracy, save our country, and stop being each other's enemies. And it is also more importantly, to ensure that it can be a platform that can be passed on for the next person who will be in opposition. For being a strong PDP member, my very self, never leaving the party, committed and holding the party, I understand that those who are in government today will surely be in opposition tomorrow. And by the grace of God, and if it is the will of the Nigerian people, those who are in opposition today must surely become maybe in government tomorrow. Therefore, we're looking for a platform that can stand the test of time, that can do better than what our forebearers have done. For whereas they had very little opportunities of training, they had very little historical books of their own African experiences, we, their children and grandchildren, can stand on the giant of the ideals of our founding fathers, the Tafawa Balewas of this world, the Ahmadu Bellos of this world, the Obafemi Awolowo of this world, the Azikiwes of this world, and such great men, the J-Stackers of this world, men and women too, who have taught that this nation, under God, being the most populous black nation on earth, has a right to tell the world, we are here now, and we deserve to be taken seriously. And for anyone to take us seriously, we first of all have to clean up our own mess. Democracy has only one promise, and that is the promise that the child of anybody within the Nigerian space who is automatically qualified and not disqualified by law is entitled to participate. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we have invited you. My name is Otumba Shagun Showumi. I am the chief convener and the promoter of this idea. And by the grace of God, you will find me never to falter nor drop the plow.
So that is it. I saw this news and I decided to share it with you guys. So please let me know your opinion in the comment section, and please help us by liking and sharing this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you so much for your time, and God bless you. Amen.